What up, everybody? Tonight we're going to be talking about Druski and why he got everybody in the church with their panties in a bunch. For tonight's Freedom Friday topic, we're going to ask, was Druski right? Did he go too far? Or are we just being overly sensitive? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Welcome to the village. This is Freedom Friday. I'm Kamar Yellis here with Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy?
Hey man, what's up, y'all? We weren't here last week, so we missed everybody, but we're back.
Yeah, so we had to make up for it today.
Hey, Bitcoin giveaway coming soon. For those that are
Bitcoin
watching live.
giveaway. Absolutely.
Yeah, shout out to everybody watching live. For
Shout
those
out
that
to
are
my
watching
brother Corey.
Shout out to Corey. Corey got family business going on. And
Yes,
family business.
yes.
Got to take care of family business. But with that being said, though, for those watching live, please let us know who's here in the building. You know what I'm saying? As folks come in the room. But what's up, man? How are you? How you feeling, beloved?
I'm a little peeved, man.
Are you now?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Yes,
Talk to it. Talk to it.
I don't know if I really feel like talking about it because I feel like I'm about to go down the dark side.
Oh, dark side of what?
Dark side Mar. That might be my new name.
Oh, what you mean? Like,
Listen,
there's different levels to the dark side, though, man. Like, it's not like you trying to put hands on somebody. What's going on, man?
Nah, but maybe. But nah.
Then maybe.
Nah. So I'm gonna show you this. I'll show you this real quick. Like, one might ask, how in the world does that even happen? You have a door on the bottom, a ladder on top. Look a little further. The door looks like it's open. But I'll tell you what it is. That's my property. That's my dad's property. Shout out to my dad. My tenants had some beef. At 3:30 in the morning, I got a call, and they said that they were fighting. So the son was fighting the mother, which is sad and tragic. But as a result of that, he then proceeds to take a ladder. This is a triplex. There was a ladder on the second floor landing. He takes that ladder, and then somehow he unhinges the vestibule door off of that. And I'm like, really, like, peeve doesn't even describe how I'm feeling right now. Because when you look at that, I think that that's probably original. That door is probably original. And that's not even half of it, but I'll tell you the rest in a minute. That door is probably original. And Jimmy, you look my property up. That property is at least 100 years old, right? So a lot of stuff, you see some of the tile, that tile could be changed, but a lot of it's original.
Yo, so I don't even understand. I'm confused. Looking at that picture, I'm confused, yo.
He broke out the glass and the panes somehow. It got broke. So it's like 3 or 4, maybe 5 panes that are broken. And so you can't just have somebody come out and fix that. You got to take that somewhere, have them fix it. So that's going to be expensive, right? And then as a result of this, he was kicking on my front door entry to the property. And I had already had some work done to the framing because the locks had gone bad and some of the wood had gone bad. It had to be replaced. And so while the door withstood his kicks, he messed it up. So I need to replace the door now, or try to replace the framing a little bit.
Yo,
but
my
the problem is, hold on, it's a 7'4" door. And Jimmy, you're a real estate guy. What does that mean in real estate world, Jimmy?
That means a lot of money. That means some moolah.
Because it's custom. It's a goddamn custom door. And it's probably the door, again, that came originally when they built the property. But what's your question?
I just don't even understand how this happens. Like, first of all, what is the ladder doing there? Like, this looks like a sketch comedy, man.
I guess it fell when he threw it out.
Yo, all right, for one.
So it's costing me a lot of money. And so Jimmy's been trying to dissuade me from being 50 door Mar. And he might be working on me a little bit, y'all. But see, here's the thing. I was already in the paper assets. Thinking about money work for me, but geez, Louisa, here's the thing. The tenant that this happened to has not called me yet.
Oh.
Have not.
Oh, that's nasty work.
Like, damn, you're not even going to give me a courtesy call.
Wow. Yo, that adds like, yo. So it's her son, and she hasn't even called you to say, yo, my son kicked the door in, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Oh, that's disgusting work.
Now I don't want to put all her business on the street, right?
No,
But
no. It's not. You don't have to.
she's also dealing with some things, some challenges as well.
Hey,
And
man,
so,
listen. The fact that this goes
life
on,
is,
listen. This is proof positive she's dealing with some challenges. Like,
yeah. Well, I'm talking about medical health
no, understood.
outside of this, right? And my heart actually does go out to her, but it's like, man, what in the fliggity floggity fluke is going on?
Yeah, that's disgusting. That's
So
disgusting.
that's what's on my mind. Not to mention, so more landlord war stories. Not to mention at the commercial property that Jimmy always like to talk about. It's not really commercial, it's mixed use. My office
Don't do that. You know what it
doesn't
is.
have heat. My whole building doesn't have heat. So my two tenants there don't have heat. So I had to go get them radiators and everything. I don't want to be a slumlord, y'all. I'm anti-slumlord. And it's just like, I've been trying to get these chimney liners done since last year. I got one done on one property, but I need one for the other, because what happens is when you got these boilers, you don't get proper airflow. It builds up carbon monoxide. The heaters will then cut off and they'll trip off. And then so it's a total pain in the behind. So yeah, that's what I got going on, man.
So hold on. You got all kinds of stuff going on, beloved. Hold up. So
yeah, not to mention tax season. Not to mention tax season.
Let me get this straight. So you got the one commercial property, you know what I'm saying, with the storefront and
mixed use.
Mixed use is defined as commercial, by the way, but I'm not even
not in the hood. I'm from the hood.
I mean, I'm talking about the zoning code. Anyway, so you have one commercial property where your heat is messed up, but you can't get that fixed for whatever reason. You can't seem to get that right. And then in your other property, you got people rumbling and throwing ladders at each other like it's the ECW match.
Or WWE. So, wait, is ECW and WWE the same thing now?
Well, ECW was WWE took everybody over, but ECW is the one where they actually used to throw ladders. I used to be on South Philly. Shout to ECW, man. Shout to Taz. That's back in the day.
It's like Roddy Piper.
No, Roddy Piper is WWF though. ECW.
Hulk Hogan. I went through all the old school ones.
Yeah, no, but
the ones I know.
But you're missing the point. ECW was specific. It was like outrageous, right? It started in South Philly. Is where they threw ladders and they landed on tacks. It was kind of. It looked like
all threw ladders. They didn't.
Nah, not like ECW. Yo, anybody in the chat that remembers ECW, man, let Kamari know that ECW was something different, man. It was actually, very scary. I've been to a couple ECW matches down South Philly, and it was fire and trash cans, and it was raw. Pause.
Mm.
But I say all that to say that picture at your property looks like an ECW match. That's pretty scary. Man, I got my own issues going on in real estate now, but I sometimes
let's vent.
Not like that.
Like a therapy session, man.
No, so for me, I got an issue with the one property with the gas company, right? So they sent someone out to cut it on. This person says, well, it's not getting enough in the house. I got to call distribution, right? So the gas company.
Gas in the house.
Coming from underground, right?
Okay.
So this is a property that I just turned over. So I got all the work done and I'm ready to put it back on the market, but there's no gas there. So they don't even show up. The distribution people never call me, never show up. So I called them back and they were like, you know what? We're going to send them out. Cool. They never show up again. So I call them. They say, according to our records, you don't need distribution. We're going to send another service tech out, right? Which was today. He gets there and says, oh, I can't cut this on. You need distribution. I'm like, yo, y'all don't. First of all, there's no notes in the system that from the previous person. So I'm beefing with PGW right now. PGW is the ops right now. Anybody got any connects at PGW, please holler at me because they currently are the ops. So I'm dealing with that, man. I still have a vacancy over on Taylor, but and the crazy part is I went to the open house last week at PHA. I had some possible tenants, but in terms of quality, it's rough right now, yo. It's rough right now.
I want to say something, but I don't want to come off as elitist.
You are about to come off as elitist, and I want to hear it. I want to hear your elitist thoughts.
I'm not going to say it.
No, please do.
So I'll say this. I've never heard of anybody finding housing from a fair.
Oh, I used to get that. Shit, I feel 90% of myself.
I believe it, but what type of tenant are you going to find at a fair?
Well, no, PHA fair. I don't know if you've ever been to a PHA fair.
I have not.
Oh, so that's not like a traditional housing fair. PHA fair is for people that have vouchers and for landlords. And basically they try to push all their voucher holders into these specific things. It's how you find it. It's the best way, one of the best ways to find it.
And so the voucher world is a really tricky world because there are a lot of really good people in there, and there's a really lot of trash people in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I there's some people in the middle.
I just think it's funny because like now, right, and this is going to sound elitist too, but it's not meant to be. It's just the reality. Like, so I've been doing this for a long time, and the level of entitlement that people feel is a little bit different. It's across the board though. It's not just it's with everyone. I had people like, yo, I got $1,000. I'm looking to move into Chestnut Hill. And I need 5 bedrooms. I'm like,
and a fountain in the front and a pool in the back.
I'm like, where are you gonna find that at? Like, if you can find that, let me know, because I'll be moving with you. Like, what we talking about? But it's interesting. And again, people have the right to ask for whatever it is they want. But yeah, man, wild times right now, man. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, though,
before we check in with everybody else, I want to know: do y'all want to hear more about these stories that me and Jimmy have? These landlord war stories that me and Jimmy have. Put that in the chat and tell us what you think.
Also, shout out to everybody in the village, man. The village has been growing tremendously, and a lot of great comments, feedback, questions, inboxes. So I'm liking the energy that's going on in the village. So I want to say salute to everybody in there, and for those that participate, and it's definitely appreciated, man. And we've been dropping content pretty much every day.
Every day. Well, Jimmy's
every day.
Content every day.
I mean, listen, you work with me. I mean, we was in our studio this week and dropped some content, man.
Yes, we were.
So that was super dope.
I got a question about this first comment, right? Happy New Year, happy Kwanzaa, welcome to 2026. What are your business and personal plans for the new year? I don't even know when I wrote that comment.
That's in the chat?
Yes, it just popped up. I didn't write that.
Uh-oh, somebody got your page right now.
I hope not.
It's probably a tenant son that took your page over.
Yes. What's up, Dina?
Dina, what's good? Dina, how are you?
Welcome. Ooh, Ray Gunn's in the building, starting us off right.
Ray Gunn, what's really good, right? Appreciate you, Ray. Appreciate you.
Thank you for the $5 super chat.
Absolutely, man. Salute.
And what up?
Ant was really good. Ant's in the village. Salute to Ant.
Babs Bunny, what up? Good evening, fellas. May the heat be with you.
Listen. Everybody up here is shook daddy.
I'm shook daddy. I saw somebody say there's going to be 3 inches of ice.
Dog, nobody can survive. Yo, I was in the trenches yesterday. So anyway, I'm going by the Lowe's on 52nd Street, and there was a line.
That's West Philadelphia for everybody not from Philly.
There was a line coming out the door, and I asked the main man, like, yo, what's that? He says people getting shovels and salt. So then I'm on a Deuce, right? And for those of you from Philly, that's 52nd Street, and I see a young boy who got like a van full of salt. He's selling salt out the back of his joint. I was like, I don't know where he got all this salt from, but he had a line. He in the streets with it.
So there's a ball on IG that was telling cats to stack up on salt. Told them where to get it from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at that.
Listen, he ain't harming nobody, but he was getting $30 a bag and 2 for $50.
I thought you was gonna say 100.
No, 30 a bag, 2 for $50.
Because the opportunities come out when the snow come out. I ain't mad at it. But,
he was moving salt. So Philly is wild, man. Crazy part about the Deuce is you don't know what you're liable to see going down the Deuce.
That's correct. What up, Edvard?
Edvard, what's good? Edvard, man, you got any laundry mats, anything for sale, man? Edvard be out here selling businesses, man. Edvard get to that paper, man.
Edvard told everybody, hit the like button. So please do. Adrian, what up, Adrian?
What's up, Adrian? Shot Town. What's up, Adrian?
All right, what up, Steve? What up?
Listen, man, yo, Steve know exactly what I'm talking about. Shout to Sabu. Sabu used to go crazy ECW, man.
Okay, I'm clearly out about that.
Kamari wasn't outside then, man.
So listen, you heard me say Junkyard Dog, Hulk Hogan.
You going back to the 80s with WWF? That's mainstream, dog. That's cartoons and TV. ECW was underground. it was a different energy, man. ECW was awesome.
Okay. All right. Cookie.
Cookie, what's good?
Go on.
Shout to Kahan, man.
What up?
Kahan
Happy Friday to everybody. Thank you all for being here. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with us. So
shout to Kahan, man. Kahan was there Monday. For the MLK Day event we had.
How was that? Don't say it was fire.
No, listen.
I need you
to
use
it. Was dope. It was dope.
It was dope. Okay.
All right. To highlight that one. No, it was dope. Listen, I always enjoy my time at Coffee Creams and Dreams.
Shout out to the black coffee spot downtown Philadelphia.
Yo, but hold up though, they got breakfast down though, and that turkey sausage, egg and cheese. It's turkey sausage, egg white, and cheese on a croissant spot.
Also, you got some health consciousness going on.
Shout out to Coffee Creams and Dreams. I had an opportunity to present there. Kahan was in the building. Kahan was in the building Friday. Yo, shout out to Kahan for always supporting. Kahan was in the building on Friday too at our podcast event.
Yes, he was. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you, Kahan. So that was super dope too. Saturday, me and Kamari went and did it in Cherry Hill. We had an event with Jeff.
Oh yeah, how about that?
Man. So this last week was crazy. And by the way, if you're in the village, we did a recap of all the events, not the IB Big event, but the other two events. But yeah, super dope, man.
I think I might redo my presentation in the village because I feel like they butchered it. I mean, I had some IRS agents though; they co-signed everything I said though. So I'm cool.
Yo, I got a whole presentation of class I'm doing in the village about the one I did for Malik because for whatever reason he recorded it, and when he sent me the recording, it's not showing the slide. I'm like, I don't know if something's up with his Zoom, but like. It's like showing us instead of the slides that I'm speaking of. So
Malik is not tech talent. I mean, tech.
Hey, listen, man. Shout to my brother Malik, man. Leave my brother alone, man.
I love Malik, man. I love Malik.
But with that being said, I'm gonna redo that one. But yeah, so this past week was crazy busy, but it was super dope. We met a lot of good people. Some of them are actually in the village now, which is super dope. And
so tell me real quick, give me a real recap of that presentation you did with Malik. It was on valuation.
Oh yeah, it was on real estate valuation. It was specific for realtors. So, for people that are realtors, more value. But you gotta excuse my phone. Sometimes it'll plug stuff. But anyway.
You got too much tech.
I do. I really do though. But no, so it was about how to value a property, and it was like doing data science on the fly. I wasn't getting deep into the data science, but I did show how to do calculations on spreadsheets and a couple other different softwares and how to pull comps. How to view comps and different tools that you can use. It was specific for realtors, but I feel like anybody can get a little bit of value in it because you can apply it even if you're not a real estate agent. So that was super dope.
Okay, so for me, who's this rookie real estate owner, want to be aspiring ghetto landlord, what advice would you give to me?
Did you call yourself an aspiring ghetto landlord? That sounded crazy.
Listen, I showed you what I got going on, man. How else do you describe this?
He called himself an aspiring ghetto landlord.
How else do you describe that?
It sounds like you just want to get shit.
What's one thing I can learn from that? I'll go check it out. But
so here's the thing. What you can learn from that is, for one, how to understand the value of your property and how to upkeep the value of your property, and how to also understand what's going on around you, right? Because it might be time to pivot. So. You
totally get out, sell the property?
I mean, you never know. It all depends upon what the data says. It's really about following the data and understanding how data affects your property, understanding how things that happen from an external standpoint and also an internal standpoint can affect the value of your asset. So it's super dope. But I'm bringing that to the village. I got the PowerPoint presentation. I just got to find time to do it. Well, I'm thinking about doing it live. So if y'all want to pull up live, y'all can. And if not, I'll just save the recording and put it in the village. But the only issue, not really an issue, but I'm worried about I don't want that to happen again, where it's not going to really fully show my presentation. So I might do it here.
I'll run the slides for you.
I might need you to do that because we might do it here. We might do it on this platform instead of Zoom. Like do it on this platform.
That's fine. That's fine because I know distantly that's our brother, but I'm sure it was an error, a human error.
So I'll figure that out. But yeah, so that's what that was, man. And on Friday, we had our actual live podcast. We're actually going to drop that in the village. Kamari got the content. I saw you editing it, but I don't know.
No, I didn't edit it. I just got it. So
you just got it.
Our all-star videographer, Karan.
Yeah. Shout out to Karan, man. Karan really looks out for us, man. Because
yes, he does.
Karan got big clients, so when he comes mess with us, I always
Yes,
feel
he
like,
does.
I feel
Yeah.
honored by that, man. But no,
Well,
so
he believes in us, man. So yeah,
that's super dope. So that was a conversation about home ownership and owning of land within our community, and we had our sisters on with it. So it was Courtney as well as Liz, who were both professionals in their own right. One is an attorney and one is a mortgage banker. So for us, that was pretty super dope. Um, and then Saturday, Kamari taught a class about tax, and I talked about real estate and Bitcoin. That's what I do.
I did not teach a class about that.
Well, you tried to, but I mean,
I
Kamari's
tried
class.
to.
Yo, I realized watching Kamari teach his tax class that I couldn't be in that profession and like actually try to teach, because taxes more than any other space within like finance. I think taxes got more fake gurus than anybody.
I don't know. I think credit might have it.
But here's why I say tax,
Okay.
because all the real estate people, all the credit people, all the stock market people, all of them be jumping in your lane. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to tell somebody what they can write off, if nothing else. You know what I mean? Like,
They
I was
tell them
watching
what they can write off, but they never tell them how to defend against the IRS.
I was watching a video today, and the dude was talking about like you got to create X amount of content per week, because then you can write all your clothes off, because now you considered an entertainer because you create content on TikTok.
Did you send me that video?
I don't know if I sent it to you. I was just swiping. I was doom scrolling. I'll find it. I was doom scrolling, and I was like, this is exactly what I'm talking about, though, right? Everybody, and I've heard stuff in real estate spaces where it's like, I know it ain't right. I mean, I'm not a professional, but this sounds kind of crazy. And sometimes the stuff sounds crazy, it pretty much is crazy. But that's my point about tax. Everybody has an opinion on tax. Real quick, in the chat, what is the wildest thing that someone has ever told you can write off? We can get to our actual conversation, but while we get into our conversation, I want y'all to go in the chat and let me know what is the wildest thing that you heard you can write off.
So that's me, Jimmy, Courtney, and Elizabeth on Friday. So we was getting to it, y'all. We've been getting to it. The wildest thing. What else?
I want you to answer that question.
What?
What's the wildest thing someone tried to write off?
Listen, I actually read the tax cases when I go to tax court.
What's the wildest thing you ever seen?
So I'll share this with you.
Uh-oh.
I'll share this with you.
I want to know, what is the wildest thing you've seen someone try to write off?
Let me. I saw this come up.
I saw someone on IG said they tried to write off their child support.
People try to write off.
GC was good. What is the wildest thing you've ever seen someone try to write? I mean, you probably saw it in the tax law case, but
there's a lot of stuff. I mean, the fact that people steal other kids, that
ain't nothing, man.
That's damn near human trafficking, though, when you think about it.
Writing someone else's kids off?
I mean, think about it. When you really think about
it. That's a stretch right there, bro. I grew up in the hood. Everybody had
just because everybody do it doesn't mean it's not wild.
Yo, man, shout out to Miss Beverly, man. And you know what I'm saying? She had all the kids that would hook everybody. I'm gonna chill.
Me out here giving out names.
No, I'm gonna chill. But you can't compare that to human. Yo, you wilding right now. Claiming someone else's kid is human. What you just said? Yo, I can't believe you called that human trafficking, bro.
So look at this, Jim. Woman sues the IRS to have pets classified as dependents. That's actually going on right now. And it's really about cats. They got this little cute dog on here, but it's a daggone stinking cat that she's mad at. She's like, she takes care of the cat and she wants
I ain't mad at her, man. That's a fur baby, man. If she wins, I'm copping me a new animal.
I mean, I see all kind of wild stuff. I mean, it's hard for me to do it because I've been doing it so long. I've seen so many things that literally I've forgotten, and I'm not even trying to flex. I'm serious. Like, it's wow.
All right, listen, everybody in the chat, though, what's the wildest thing someone told you or you saw someone try to write off? I want to know what y'all got for me.
So I'll share a personal story, right?
What you write off?
For me, I write off all legal things. But for me, it was very impactful. It was very toxic. Um, I almost got into a fight in my office with my client's boyfriend because she said I made her cry.
What?
Long story short, the client came to me for several years. This is when I was running my dad's office, so it was just me in there. Every year she would have new kids. I would ask her, "You adopting these kids?" One year was, "I'm bringing the kids in, taking them in for my sister, looking out for them." Next year was, "I got a couple more for my cousin. I'm adopting them." And then, like the third or fourth year, I was like, "Yo, do you have any paperwork for this?" No paperwork. I was like, "Okay." So there's this thing in tax law where if the child isn't yours, like adopted or legally given birth, you don't get the same level of tax deduction. Well, she didn't get the top line tax deduction. So she was mad. And she had already paid me, but I also had already done the work. So she begins to cry. She leaves. She calls her boyfriend. Boyfriend comes, knocks on the door, starts screaming on me as soon as he gets in the door. Calls everybody in my office a bitch, young lady and everything. We do an exchange and said, "Listen, just get the fuck out of my office, take your money back, and just be gone." We literally exchange money while we're cussing each other out. So for me, that's probably why I said using other people's kids as a form of sex trafficking or human trafficking is because I'm so traumatized by it.
Yeah, that's a bit much. To call it human trafficking is a bit much. Right?
I'm very traumatized by it, though.
Yeah.
And I think that was a major reason why I didn't want to even be bothered with taxes for a while.
Yeah, listen, man, you got some, man. See, this is when you want to be the ghetto landlord and the ghetto tax accountant. Anyway,
No, I don't want to be a ghetto tax accountant. I do have another story where a guy started a nonprofit, tried to run all his construction jobs through the nonprofit. So yeah.
Listen, man. Hey, listen. Kamari's a big time tax guy, though, right? So the other day, last week, as a matter of fact, I'm minding my business. I'm watching. The mayor has a press conference. Who do I see standing behind the mayor talking about taxes? You know what I'm saying? Kamari's at the press conference with the mayor, sitting in the back, trying to I was like, hold up, look at Rory Marr, I saw you though. That's what I saw you.
You saw me.
You was to her right, but watching on TV, you was to the left. I saw you.
Way in the back.
I saw you though. I just want you to know I saw you.
Way in the back. I was hiding.
You was trying to hide from the cameras, man. You're big time. You're a big time tax guy, man. You up there with the bourgeois.
I see all that.
The bourgeois. It's just Kamari having. Yo, Jamil's crazy. Let me get some of these comments, man.
Go ahead and get to it.
No, GC was really good, man. How are you, man? GC, I don't know about this next comment. Let's talk about this though. Which is funny coming from you, because GC, I thought you was the super Google guy, right? You was telling me how you was buying a bunch of Google stock. So now you're saying their entire business is going to get destroyed by OpenAI. I disagree with you.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
I don't think it's true at all. I think Google is well positioned, and Google so much data. Like there is no company I think that has more data than Google. And the fact is, from my understanding, from last time I read, Gemini is actually catching up in terms of users. So. Outside of Android, outside of YouTube is now the biggest streaming platform out of all streaming platforms. I saw that article came out recently. Like YouTube, between YouTube TV and YouTube, they have more people using their platform than anyone, including Netflix, including Hulu, including everything. So Google is well positioned. So I don't see that happening. And by the way, Google just recently became a $4 trillion company. Insane.
40. Geez.
4 trillion. 4 trillion. Insane.
So Jimmy, I want to show this to you real quick.
The Philly tax team.
I'm right in the back later. So show it to you again.
The Philly tax team.
Up there with Madam Mayor.
Hold on. You got Look at the getting shouted out at the mayor's press conference. The Philly tax team.
He shouted everybody out. She mentioned all the programs. Listen, I'm gonna say this though, man.
I told you I saw it, man.
I am a part of the program for the city. It's actually a wonderful program, right? And I think it's going to help a lot of people. because what happens is a lot of people, when they don't get their taxes done, they're locked out. They can't get contracts, city, state, federal. Like, and there's a lot of money there. And so here now, the city is actually going to pay accountants to do tax returns for small businesses in the city of Philadelphia. They're going to pay it. It's up to a certain level, but it's still going to pay it. So a lot of people who have not paid, and Jimmy will know this because a lot of our real estate brothers and sisters don't pay their taxes and they can't get a tax clearance to get their real estate or rental license. They get all kinds of jammed up.
Listen, I got beef right now with and Burton MPT. But listen, I had a tax question for you. Matter of fact, I shared your post because you are doing some sort of tax thing in the community to do people's taxes for free, right?
Yep.
In February. So I saw that. I was like, oh, that's super dope. I shared it on my page and whatnot. But I was reading it, and it said that up to 67,000. And the question I had is why that number seems mad specific. What is it about the number where y'all stopping at the services in the community above 67,000? Why 67,000?
Because that's the number the IRS deems when they do their free file. We just use the same guidelines. Because
okay, so if you make less than 67,000, you can file for free. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of programs like VITA, things like that.
Okay, well that answers my question.
Income tax assistance.
That seems mad specific, though.
I'm sure it has something to do with some kind of economic poverty level number or something.
I thought they was just trying to do like 6, 7, like.
Nice.
No, I'm just wondering, like,
I see what you did there.
No, because it was mad specific though. That's why I was confused. All right, anyway, man, what up, Jamil? Jamil, Detroit's in the building. So I want to get this comment.
Didn't he slander me? All right, hold on. Before
it wasn't slander, it was a joke.
He
said you having a Corey versus Anton situation going on, man. What you and me?
Yo, I think that is one of the weirdest things ever. I mean, I know you and I talked about it. I think they both was corny. But Corey, not our Corey, because Corey would never do this. Corey Holcomb started talking about this man's daughter. I'm like, how wild is that? That's crazy.
Saw that.
Yeah, I'm just like, that's super corny. But I know Corey, quote unquote, says he doesn't care. But you lost some cool points. You lost some man points. I mean, that's some bitch shit to me, in my opinion.
Hey, listen, man. Yeah, I mean, listen. I wish both brothers well. That's all I'm gonna say. I got no comment.
Women and babies are exempt of the foolery, man.
Supposed to be,
unless they are actively taking parts of it.
Supposed to be. Truth is, I don't know if that's ever been the case though. But anyway,
I guess.
So GC said that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I don't agree with that. Which part don't you agree with? Like, no, in terms of YouTube, that's the actual. I would look it up, but I just saw it. I just read it. That's a real thing. That's not my opinion, but Google is well positioned. They're a $4 trillion company. I don't see them going anywhere. Like I just don't. Like Chat GPT and OpenAI in general. Like from everything I read, they're actually more in trouble. They're in trouble because they're churning through money at a pace that's unsustainable to the point where now they're talking about putting ads within Chat GPT. Right?
Yeah, because
their churn is crazy. It's insane.
Well,
their churn is insane. It's
unsustainable. That happens because their VC money is getting funny.
Yeah. So they're getting ready to put ads in Chat GPT. And I also wonder if they have to put ads in Chat GPT, like what would that do for the user experience? And I also was reading how people are now trying to create ways that you can take like your full history from Gemini, say, and put it in Chat GPT, and then also the other way around. That's like a new wave too. Because that would be interesting too if you could take all your data with you. Because people just be going back and forth depending upon who got what at what time. So that should be interesting. And also, I like to see competition too because I think that as consumers, we win.
It's best for us, yeah.
Yeah, we win. But yeah, Google is well positioned. Like they're not going anywhere. First of all, the craziest part about Google, like that a lot of people don't even recognize about Google, is also one of the greatest investors in the world. If you ever do your deep dive on like Google Ventures would be considered one of the greatest hedge funds ever. But that's just like a side.
Got some stuff.
That's a side mission.
Well, not
Google.
Private equity.
Both. BOFF. Both. They operate kind of in all those spaces. And the interesting part about it is they have huge equity in Uber. They got huge equity in like all these different companies. And it's like, yeah, Google as a company, Yeah, they're phenomenal.
That's right, Warren. No women and children. No women and children.
I agree, but
Thank
the
you.
point I was making is I don't know
Thank you for that
if
super
it's ever
chat.
been practiced, man. But it should
I
be.
mean, no, it hasn't because I want to go down there. All right, Ann says, I'm glad to see Rory slandering a black man when he deserves it. Listen, I'm not slandering. I'm just saying a thing is a thing, man. That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's like, what am I supposed to say? Like, it is what it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, let's get to more comments, man, before we jump into this.
Waymo, SpaceX, Anthropic. I still
All
haven't looked at Anthropic. That's an AI play, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I'll let you get through the comments. Google is well positioned. Trust me, as a tech guy that's actually immersed in it, Google is doing just fine.
Yep.
They are the first to crack the AI image issue. It generated 1 billion images in 53 days.
What's the AI image issue? What was that?
Well, the other part about it is not half of OpenAI wouldn't exist without the Google research. Like, it's just not. Your thoughts on Meta buying Manage? Zuckerberg this I don't know what Zuckerberg must know something we don't know. Let's put it that way. OpenAI is be bankrupt by. Yeah, OpenAI is I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I wonder if there'd be an acquisition target or whether Microsoft will just take the whole thing over.
What, Manus?
No. OpenAI. I was reading OpenAI.
Oh, OpenAI. I think if it was taken over, I think Microsoft would probably be first up.
And I also is it true? Because I didn't read this. I saw the headline, and sometimes headlines can be deceiving. That Apple gave up on trying to compete, and they just did a partnership with Google. So Siri will have Gemini in it.
I think I did see something like that, but I didn't go super deep into it, so I gotta go look because their AI, they kind of feel that they.
I see Apple's about to drop their first folding phone in 2026.
Oh boy, here we go.
They finally.
I don't want a folding phone.
Oh, listen, I'm gonna have both of them. I carry 2 phones anyway, so I'm a douchebag. I got 3. I walk around like a douchebag with 3 of them. But I'm definitely gonna upgrade.
One of them you don't use as a phone, you use it as a camera.
Well, I use it as a couple of different things. Yeah, camera. It's my camera, my GPS, my little yeah. But seriously though, I'm going to upgrade because I got the iPhone 16. I didn't buy the 17 because I was waiting for the fold. So I'm gonna cop the fold instead of
Oh wow, Anthropic is responsible for Claude Code, which is a beast when it comes to code and tasks. Okay. Yeah. I've heard other people say that. I've heard people.
Here's the crazy part.
They like chat for image and Claude for the other more heavy end admin stuff. Go ahead,
I low key would love to use Google as my main AI software.
Why?
But
Why?
Honestly, because I'm immersed in everything else Google. I use Google Drive, Google Keep, Google Tags, in which all have Gemini built into it. My main device is the Galaxy Fold 7, which has Samsung AI, which runs on the back of Gemini as well.
Well, I'm gonna give you some props, Jim. I think you're gonna love this, right?
Okay.
So I too use a lot of Google, and there's a couple of things Jim put me down to: Google Keep, Google Task.
Yeah,
I've been having a problem with my business because my email is on Microsoft. I actually hate Microsoft. I only like Outlook because I've used it for so long. I switched my email from Microsoft to Google. I am loving it. I am.
Oh, me too. So my JW Philly Realty domain all works through Google Workspace, right? So one thing I've been trying, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, maybe one of y'all can help me with this. I cannot get with what's it? Google Sheets. Not Sheets. What's the one?
I love Google Sheets.
Not Sheets. I like Sheets. I love Sheets.
Talking about the PowerPoint.
The PowerPoint one.
Slides.
For whatever reason, I can't come off of PowerPoint slides. I can use Sheets as opposed to Excel. That's not a problem.
That's only because you want to do animations and it doesn't go the same
way.
way.
It does work. It does have animations.
But I know, but I said it doesn't go the same way.
Yeah, it's like a whole new learning curve. Theirs works completely different. And yeah, so I got to figure that. If I can figure that out, I will cut everything Microsoft. I still pay Microsoft every month just because I have a bunch of stuff in OneDrive and I haven't taken the time to move it over to Google Drive.
So I'll be honest. I think the product that Google puts out is so far more superior for free. Let alone, I'm actually happy to pay them.
Oh, I pay him. I pay him a grip, but that's the other part too. So the plan that I have, right? The plan that I already pay for, I could probably spend a little bit more money and actually get the paid version of Gemini. So, you know, if I could figure out how to move my entire, and that's why I said I was looking that up, and I saw people are working on that. If I could move my entire history from Chat GPT over to Google, then I might do it. Maybe y'all could. I know we got a lot of smart tech folks in the comments, man. If y'all got like a software y'all would recommend to do that, because I don't want to have to do it, brick by brick, so to speak.
Yeah, you already talked about that. About that. So listen, I think we're on verge on being on here all night long. I can't do that. I'm hungry.
Nah.
So
yeah, we got some appointments tomorrow morning.
Yes,
by the way, man, I don't know if y'all, for those that aren't in the village, right? Me and Kamari were already shared, and Corey was there as well. We actually got we have a physical brick and mortar location for the Black Wealth Rebels and By the Hood now.
Listen, if they're in the village, they already know that.
I'm just saying, for a lot of folks ain't in the village. By the way, you should be in the village. Though.
Everybody should be in the village. It's free.
We got a podcast studio now. We got a studio in our office now, man, and it's on sacred ground. So we excited about that. So 2026.
It's about to get spooky.
Yeah, we actually have we got a physical location, man. So we looking to do a lot of things within that space. So we excited about that. But yeah.
So T-Bell's not allowing you to change and rebrand your addresses while still getting income. Okay.
Yeah, man, and Kamari hang with the mayor, so it is what it is, man.
Listen, I like the mayor.
I know, I do too. I'm a huge fan, and the crazy part about this specific mayor is it didn't start out that way. I didn't dislike her, but I didn't really get to know her the way everybody else did.
I've been Team Sherelle since the start.
No, she actually won me over with her campaign, and then she's the first mayor in my life where I can actually see and feel the impact of the things that she does. I know that sounds crazy.
She did, right? Shout out to being a Black mom is clean up the city, and people had a problem with that. And it's like, people call Philadelphia Dirty Delphia, or what's the other?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, right? So why wouldn't that be like a low hanging fruit that you do? But people had problems with it.
Listen, man, she got 2 trash days in certain neighborhoods. She got people I saw people in the street. As Kamari calls himself the ghetto landlord, I was being, a ghetto landlord. I'm like, hold up, they ain't cleaned this block in 20 years. Like, why are they coming down with it? Yeah, really. So anyway, man, so salute to her.
Yep. All right, so I was showing this, Jim, because this is the graphic you were talking about. This is the first time we did this, the Philly Tax Clinic, where we get out to the community and help people that need help with tax. When I say I believe that we're supposed to be the first line of defense, but it's our people. I really believe it. I try to put it down like that. And so February 15th, 3 to 6, the day after Valentine's Day. So hopefully folks won't be too hungover from hanging out with their booze or going to Galentine's Day when they ain't got a boo. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. But, they can come out and they can get some tax out.
No, this is super dope, man. I'm proud of you for doing this, man. This is in the trenches too. You at 1300 South 24th. I love it.
Listen, man, I got a South Philly pass, man. You know I used to work with the folks down there. Legally, that is.
I was about to say, when you say that has a whole different connotation. That has a whole different connotation.
I know where your mind goes. So
listen, I know you connected in the P. I got the book over there. You know what I'm saying? I got the book over there that explains it.
Oh no! Stop that! What up, Robin? Happy Friday.
Robin, how are you, Robin? How are you? Oh, Lorraine with a great question.
All right, and with a great question too. How many people can I hold in regards to the live events? So we
got a couple. So we have 2 different spaces for that. So we actually have a banquet hall that can hold a couple hundo. Yeah. We got a classroom space.
They got saloon A and saloon B.
Yeah. I mean, what you trying to put together? Let's make it happen. All right, so this is a good question. Lorraine says, how do you feel about 0 DTE options being added on Monday for Apple, Tesla, Google, etc.? So
I know that's your thing, man. I've been meaning to get down to it. I haven't.
So let me explain. So I haven't been doing a lot of 0 DTEs anymore, right? I've been focusing on cover call. I've been focusing on the wheel specifically.
But hold on real quick. 0DT, is that 0 days expiration?
Yes, it is.
Okay, didn't know that.
All right. Yes. Well, yeah, you put it together though. Context clues. But to me, this is more like this is where we are, and here's what I mean by that. I've been like crying from the top of my lungs about what's going on in society because I feel like this is the next wave of the crack epidemic. They're turning the entire planet into gambling.
Yep.
Zero DTE is probably the closest to gambling you can get within the market per se. And I know a lot of people who do zero DTE will tell you, no, it's about, this candle and that candle. All I'm saying is it's the closest you can get to gambling as it pertains to the market. And when I look around at people gambling on the weather, people gambling on next thing the president's going to say. I look what's going on with DraftKings and how they've invaded sports, and it's a scary situation. And specifically in Philadelphia, they say has one of the highest rates of addiction to betting.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is just like more par for the course in terms of what's going on. It's one of the ways they're going to steal a lot of wealth from our community. Because when me and Kamari are in the field talking to the youth, they're talking about parlays. And I'm talking about 10, 12, 14-year-olds talking about running parlays. First off, you're not even supposed to be able to get an account at that age. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if somebody's helping you set the account up, well, you're running parlays to somebody else's account. But it's a thing. So for me, this zero DTE, and maybe I'm overthinking it, but to me, it's just more of what's already going on with what's the name of that site? I know one is called like Kalashi or something, and then it's like Poly Market. People are literally betting on everything. And I actually shared this in the village too. The CEO of I think it's Kalashi, whatever it is, he said that in his opinion, anytime two people disagree on anything, that should be a financial instrument. That's a quote from him. He said, anytime two people disagree on something, that itself should be a financial instrument. So if me and Kamari say like, yo, whatever we disagree on, it's somehow people should be able to bet on it. And it's just a scary place that we're heading. And that's, to me, is what I think of when I think of that. All right, let me keep moving on. Kamari over there running a parlay right now.
No, I was going to ask you a question. Glad you're doing good, Robin. I was going to ask you a question.
What's that?
Because I got some leaps.
Okay.
And so I was going to actually put this in the village today, but since we're all talking, my XLE leap is up like crazy right now.
What's the percentage?
27 percentage. 3 figures.
Okay.
So I'm like, should I cut half and let the rest run, get my profit? Because that's what I used to do when I was professional. I would always cut half, get my profit back. I mean, get my basis back, get my initial investment back, and just let the rest run. But the way these, and I'm not the best at options. Corey and Jimmy are way advanced to me when it comes to options, but I really do like my leap falls. The most money I be making be from leaps, and I be wishing I go deeper into these places.
So for 2025, one of the things I did, and I did it on Google Sheets, by the way. So salute to everybody who does this, because everybody should be doing it. So I did a lot of SPY day trades, right? I did a lot of SPY day trades. I did a lot of leaps. I did some swings, and I charted it all in different tabs on Google Sheets. My entry point, my exit point, whether I won, whether I lost, whatever it may be. And after looking at it towards the end of the year, I realized that I made most of my money in 2 different types of options. It wasn't my swings, and it wasn't my zero DTE. It was my leaps, and it's when I sold positions, when I sold puts, like, cover call. And when I looked at how much time I dedicated to the zero DTE versus the return, it just didn't make any sense to me from a time standpoint. I'm always measuring things by time because time is the most valuable asset. So I'm spending all these times going through the charts, looking at candles, doing all this, trying to catch it in the right move. But the end result is inferior to when I'm looking at just basically catching it when it falls and then jumping into a leap. What am I doing? So that was my analysis. I really just went back over the game film. And the funny thing is, when I talk to people that do operate in the options market, I'm always shocked at how many people don't take the time to study what they've done. So that's all. So that's why for me right now I'm
I
doing
mean, so
covered
basically,
calls.
you created a trade journal.
Yes, for lack of a better term, yes.
Yeah. I mean, listen, those are powerful. I mean, when I first started trading, they always said do a trade journal because that lets you know what you're doing and it gives you a way to go back and analyze your data, right? The data always goes back to the data.
hmm
And that gives you guidance, and that's a proof positive how that works.
Yeah. So that's that.
So here's a question. Jimmy, have you ever had a Vice Lord burger while in Chicago? It's a bacon cheeseburger sub gyro meat with lettuce, tomato, onion, tzatziki sauce. VL's Vice Lords are typically Moors and don't eat. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I just learned a lot. First of all, I've been to Chicago several times and I've never had a Vice Lord burger. I've never heard of a Vice Lord burger.
Listen, the
You know what I'm
best
saying?
thing I ever had was in Chicago.
Yeah, I was just in the shy. When was I in Chicago? Last year. Oh yeah, for the Stevie show. Went to the Stevie show in Chicago. So I was just out there. I mean, I definitely, was in my deep dish bag then, but I haven't had a Vice Lord burger. That's kind of wild.
And Ann says true. She agrees with you. So Kalashi is ultimately harmful.
What is it? Somebody, I gotta look it up. Is it Kalashi?
We need the phonetic spelling.
Yeah, pretty much. It's ultimately harmful. I was considering it. Almost 10 years in the market, so my risk adverse level is high. I get that. Yo, but the stuff you could bet on in there is like insane. And also, I was trying to figure out how they work. So I was looking at their business model, and actually, it's genius. It's evil genius. So they basically do nothing but it's almost like when you play poker and they have a house and the house takes a rake. They just take a rake. Everybody betting on both sides of that, they're just like operating the book and they just take a percentage. So they don't care whether you win or lose because they're finding people on the other side to take the other side of that bet.
So they're like market makers, but just for betting.
Yeah, and that's how they actually get away with it because they're not considered. They're considered a prediction market. They made a whole new market for the prediction market.
All right, so Dina says, I came from Vice Lord territory in Chicago. So Dina, is that common there? Are a lot of them Moors? Do a lot of them not eat pork? Let us know.
I didn't know that part. Shout out to El Rukin though, man. El Rukin, for those you know.
I mean, I've heard of it. Again, I haven't gone deep down into that. So
we didn't talk anything about what our thumbnail was about. You want to have a quick conversation about it, man. It's a quick convo.
We have to talk about this, man.
Quick convo, man.
Right. I mean, today we actually had some, meaningful conversation.
We always do, beloved.
Somebody in the congregation asked why I'm wearing Christian Dior and Christian Louboutins. Because I'm a Christian and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. I'm a Christian first and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. Give him some praise.
So a lot of people are mad at Druski. Well, I should say a lot of pastors are mad at Druski. They're upset about this whole skit. He's got the whole world on fire. I think I saw on TikTok, it's got over 42 million views. And that's just one part of it. That's not the whole thing. So I think that's pretty telling. I mean, what do they say? A hit dog will holler?
I think this whole thing is interesting because for what he's super talented, right? So he, want to give him his props for that because he's super talented.
Yes.
And what's funny is how many people I saw after this specific skit, because this skit took fire fast. Someone sent it to me on Instagram, and then by the time I went to Twitter, TikTok, it was everywhere. And I was like, damn, it's catching on. I mean, that shows you just how many people this resonated with. But here's what I was thinking about. So many people was like, Netflix needs to give him his own like sketch comedy show. He needs to get a sketch comedy show. And I was realizing like, I don't know if he needs them. He already kind of has one, right? When he drops a skit, not that the internet stops, but it goes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know that he actually needs one. That's the first thing I thought of. And then I saw the responses from pastors. I saw think pieces. I saw people writing like, full on think pieces. It's like, 4,000 words about what's going on here. I saw Michael Eric Dyson and Mark Lamont Hill have a conversation about it.
Are you serious? I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, absolutely they did. Like, so it's like it's taken off in a way that's like, to me, none of his other skits have. Although he does have very popular skits, like he does
Yeah.
very popular. But this might be his magnum opus thus far. I
Thus
don't
far.
think he's done.
But
thus far,
I do believe that if he were to get on a bigger, more mainstream platform, it could help to expose him to a bigger audience.
does he
I
need
mean,
it?
That's debatable. That's debatable, right? I mean, Michael Jackson got his roots to start with black music. Then when he did his magnum opus, it got shown to the world, and it just took him to a whole other lane. So I don't know. I don't know. I'll be interested to see what he wants to do. Now,
Yeah,
me and Jim had a really interesting conversation about this though, because Jim asked, he said, "How much money do you think he spends on his production? Because it's all shorts."
Mhm.
And we were comparing him to Country Wayne, who's reportedly made a lot of money, but most of his stuff is long form. And
Mhm.
so, how much money is one getting versus the other in terms of attention, long form versus short form? And what do you think the ROI is at this point? Does it even
Oh
matter?
yeah, I'm for those who don't know, I'm a huge pocket watcher, but I'm not that I'm trying to figure out what he's making. I'm just interested in the business of it all, because I've never seen anyone invest in short form content the way he does. Because I'm looking at the content, I'm looking at the fact that it's actually in a church, so he has to rent the church. He has the people there that he has to pay, the production, and his short form content. I've seen people on the internet invest in long form content, but I don't know that I've seen anyone put those kind of resources behind short form. So I was just wondering, from a business standpoint, how does it work? But then again, I mean, the guy has like T-Mobile commercials. He's all over the place. Like, so sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it's not just the money that comes from this.
I mean, because it
Well,
depends, right? So the money is in long form because that's where the ads are. So you don't
yes.
have the same opportunity for the ads in the short form. However, short form could become more viral quicker and can take you to places that long form might not as fast
I agree with
as
that.
it can. Yeah. So
I
it,
agree.
it just all depends. It all depends.
Now, let me ask you a question about this, and everybody in the chat. What is it about this specific skit? Because again, he's had skits that some may even say are funnier. What is it about this specific skit that made it catch the way it did?
He touched the nerve. Listen, we know the black folks love their church, they love their Jesus. Not necessarily black Jesus, they love their Jesus, right? So, that's always going to be a thing. That's always going to be a thing. And
Yeah.
he hit it right. I mean, listen, his impersonations of Kirk Franklin were spot on, right? So not only the production, but then his performance, the way he executed it was top tier. It was stellar.
The one pastor, I think his name is Mike Todd. Like, he responded to him. Did you see his response?
I didn't, but I did find Jimmy's leader. I found Jimmy's leader's response.
My leader?
I saw your face, man. Why you make that face, man?
Because I'm trying to think, who would you consider my leader? Cherokee? Like
the person you love most in this world.
Cherokee?
Oh, you're a Cherokee fan. Not Pinky?
Cherokee's the GOAT, but that's another conversation. That's another conversation. The person I love most in this world.
Yeah, all right. So this is Jimmy's leader in his response to Druski.
My grandmama.
Did you see Druski's new church skit? Shout out to Druski. Shout out to Druski. I did one of his favorite love episodes down here in Atlanta last year. I saw it, and a lot of Christians are angry at Druski. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes Druski poke fun at things I don't think should be made fun of, right? But guess what? I support him in that church skit. Druski was 100% accurate in that church skit. First of all, you don't get upset at comedians, because the job of the comedian is to do what? Use satire to drive home a point by exaggerating the reality. And that's exactly what Druski did. In that skit, when Druski he was leaving the church, and a guy came up to him, and I think he asked him for a couple of dollars or something. And Druski said, "Did you donate to my fund?" And the guy said, "No." He said, "Get away from my car." That's real. That's real. I've had people tell me that the church that their mother and father belonged to would not even bury them because they didn't donate enough money to it. You follow what I'm saying? So that is true. If they don't get enough money from you, they act like they don't know you. The part where he showed how he basically tried to show how any wrongdoing that a pastor does, he will somehow, some way, use the scripture to justify what he does. Druski did an excellent job. bringing that point home. This is what I would say to the Christian church. And it's not all churches. And mind you, you talking to a descendant of pastors, okay? That's where I get my gift of public speaking from. And I speak in churches all the time, so I have an issue with black Christianity. My issue is the fact that the church, collectively speaking, does not hold itself accountable.
I mean, I think his analysis was pretty spot on that. And y'all might not know this. I'm not the biggest Dr. Umar fan, but shout out to Dr. Umar. He is our Philly brother. So,
he's right. He's right. Hey, listen,
yeah,
man. I gotta. I'm speaking at a church coming up soon. I'm speaking at a legendary church too.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So that's about to happen. Yo, I got a speaking gig next week. I'm wanting to see if the weather is going to affect it. I don't even know. I'm speaking at the International Code Council. You ever heard of them?
International Code Council.
International Code Council asked me to come teach a continuing education class. There's some sort of organization that's been around forever. It's funny how many organizations have been around. Like, I just, not familiar with the history, but International Code Council, that's supposed to be this Thursday. So,
okay.
But I'm
Zoom?
speaking in person.
Oh, you got your boots? Got your Timbs?
This is what I'm worried about. But it's Thursday, so we'll see what happens, man. I did got me a new pair of North Face boots, but I digress. But however, Salem Baptist though. I'll be at Salem Baptist coming up too.
Shout out to Salem Baptist.
That's a legendary church.
Yes, it is.
Side note, did you know that the current pastor at Salem Baptist, his father who was a pastor, did you know that did you know that he ghost wrote that book, Where Do We Go From Here, for Dr. King?
His father. You're saying ghost wrote.
His actual father, yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Due to knowledge, man.
He's talking about Dr. Marvin Mitchell. Mitchell. Say it right for me, Jenny.
Reverend Dr. Mitchell.
No, but his name is you cut it off. But yeah, Dr. Mitchell was dope. Reverend Mitchell was dope.
Yeah, so I don't know if you know that because we just talking about the book.
No, I didn't know that, but I do know King has deep roots in Philadelphia, so that would make sense.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. It's funny. Speaking of which,
and it's not Marvin, it's Marshall.
Marshall Mitchell, and I know that. He actually officiated my father-in-law's homegoing service.
Okay.
But people don't realize how deep Dr. King's roots in Philly are. For anybody that doesn't know of who Cecil B. Moore is, he's the legendary Philadelphia lawyer who ran the NAACP in the 60s. And they were saying that the newspapers were saying that him and MLK had all kinds of beef. But if you notice, it was about the Enquirer saying it, and the Enquirer is the devil, and they say all kinds of crazy things. They have tried. Listen, they've trashed. It's well documented. They've trashed the Black community with no reprisal, with nothing for years.
Hey man, listen, I read one of your pieces in the Enquirer though.
You did. They are still the record of the paper of record in Philadelphia.
But anyway,
and what did I use it for?
To slander some folks.
I'm being strategic.
Yo, Kamari wrote an article in the paper years ago, y'all, that got him like death threats. Yeah, Kamari really got death threats in real life.
I believe, truth to power. So it is what it is.
Yeah, man, I remember it. I read that and was like, yo, this stuff is crazy. But anyway,
I'm not crazy. I'm consistent.
With that being said, though, Cecil B. Moore was a Titan, man. For those who don't know who Cecil B. Moore is, please do your Googles, man.
Yep.
It's not just a street, because he does have a street named after him in Philly. He got a real street named after, not the new joints where they just give you like a little blue joint under the street.
Yep.
He got an actual street named after him.
Yep. Yes, they do. And that street was a major street in North Philadelphia, in Philadelphia overall.
Columbia.
A lot of things happened on Columbia Avenue.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Kamar know all about that. He went and got his shot today from. No, let me shut up. Anyway, listen.
Wait a minute. Where I get a shot from?
I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
Oh, okay. I missed that. That went over my head.
We're doing over your head.
Your mind.
No. It was a conversation we had. It was a conversation we had earlier. Your phone was acting up, and I asked you where you were.
I wasn't on Columbia Avenue.
I thought you was down J Street getting your shot, but but it's okay though. It's okay. we gonna move on though.
All right, hold on. Give context. So Jimmy always drops Philly references, and none of our non-Philly people will get that.
You got it, because I want them to do the knowledge, man.
That might not be knowledgeable.
If I matter of fact, I'm curious. If you Google J Street, Philadelphia, what comes up?
I mean, something might come up on the TikToks.
Whatever, something gonna come up. Is what I know, because that's how notorious that is.
J Street, Philadelphia.
What pops up? Or
I put up J Street. J Street, Philadelphia.
Nothing pops up. If I do J Street, Philly, let's see.
Why they put up Erie Avenue?
Let's see. J Street,
All
Philly.
right, 7th annual event. And there's a reason why we're talking about this, y'all. There is some kind of Facebook page. Okay. All right. So listen, J Street in Philadelphia. J Street has always been known for a lot of illicit activity. I'll just say
yes.
that.
Yes.
And if you ever, and some people debate this, right? About the whole sip and scissor. Where did that start? Some people will say Philadelphia, because what scissor is codeine, liquid codeine. And it's been big in Philly since forever. And so Jimmy said I was down J Street, and I said I just rode by there, and they had a crew on that block since like the 80s. So
the 80s? My grandparents would tell me about it. So that's not the 80s. It's way before
the 70s, the 60s.
Yes, like back then, bro.
Right.
It's been
so
a thing.
They got at least a 50-year.
No, there's books about it. I actually have a book about it.
J Street?
Yeah, I do.
All right, and so for all of y'all that don't know, J Street is short for Jefferson Street in Philadelphia. Now, Jefferson Street runs from North Philly to West Philly, down to East Philly. There is no East Philly for all y'all.
I was getting ready to say, dog, you ain't from here if you saying East Philly. Stop that.
No. But it goes almost to the river in some parts. So let's get to some of these comments. That's Jimmy looks for his J Street book. All right, so came from All right, you've eaten a Vice Low burger. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Lorraine says I was blown away when I read about the lady who became the youngest female billionaire by creating Kalashi, that always betting on everything under the sun. She's a billionaire from that. Wow. I didn't know that. I gotta look her up.
I didn't know a lady created it either. Now I gotta look that up. I gotta do the knowledge. I didn't know that. I know it's dangerous.
All right, Jamel says we all grew up in a stereotypical church. Did y'all see the African pastor clap back at Druski? I didn't see the African pastor, but I agree with Jamel. I definitely grew up in church, a stereotypical church. Matter of fact, I grew up in one of the first mega churches in Philadelphia.
What church is that?
That I can't even think the name of it. The one on Lehigh Avenue. It wasn't always on Lehigh Avenue though.
The one at 20, what's that? 22nd Lehigh. That joint is huge.
Yeah. So it started in Logan. That's where I went to it. I want to say Deliverance. It's not Deliverance. That's bad. I went to
Kalshi was co-founded by Tariq Mansour. That's the dude I saw with that statement. And Luana Lopez Lara. Yeah, this is female. It's two creators. They are MIT alumni. Oh, okay. Company's valued at $11 billion.
It's amazing how much money comes out of going to school, but I digress.
Yeah, listen, man. You about to start a. No, let me shut up.
I'm just saying, like, it's undeniable.
Listen,
but everybody was like, "Yeah, deliverance evangelistic." Yep, that is it. That is one of the first big mega churches in Philadelphia.
Yeah, man, I ain't grew up in the church.
So you don't know what they talking about when they talk about the MLK fans. The King fans.
I listen. I have experience in church because I have like aunts and that took me to church when I was with them or what have you. But you know what I'm saying. I also spent time in a mosque. You know what I'm saying. So my I don't have.
You went to Jumon.
So my experience is
All my question. Okay.
No. I was trying to explain to you. So I was in several NOI mosques as a kid too.
Oh, okay.
So, but the thing is, I've had an experience that was kind of like all over the place. My grandmother, she went to a Pentecostal church, and when I was with her, I had to go over there. And that was, first of all, Pentecostal. Because I don't want to sound crazy, but them
Start
Jones
speaking in tongues.
no, them Jones was boring as hell, dog. Like, because I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I had an aunt who went to a Baptist church, and I was with her. I actually was feeling the Baptist more because it was low key entertaining. Listen, man, there's been some Baptist churches I've been to. I was like, I might go to this church, and it's not even that I believe what they're saying, but the pastor can speak well in the music, dog. Some of the best music I've ever heard live. Some of the best live music is at Baptist churches. I ain't gonna hold you, dog.
The Warren says he's making people question if the church has turned into a circus. And I think that's a fair, but now more than ever, right? And listen, I believe we're supposed to be objective in all things. So we got to recognize the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so there is a lot of clownish shit going on in church, but there's also a lot of great things happening in church.
Like that one pastor who be smacking people with his jacket and like he healing them. It's the one African pastor who be out here selling everything. Like he be selling sand and say he got it from Mars. Like it's the church. Listen, man. Yeah, what did your president say, man? There's good people on both sides. Man.
Yeah, he's a whole ball too. So let's not use him as any reference for anything. But you know, he wants to buy Greenland.
Listen, man. Everybody out there, man. Make sure y'all doing what y'all gotta do to take care of your family. That's all I'm gonna say. Man.
Shout outs to that. Take care of your family.
Take care of your family, man. Take care of your family. Listen, before we get out of here, I want to say this. We're gonna do our Bitcoin giveaway. Everybody in the chat, give us a hashtag that we can use for this evening. Give us a hashtag that we can use.
Okay, so Dr. Umar hit the nail on the head. Robin says, absolutely. Yeah, they got that King Morale. The King Mural.
King Mural, man.
Yeah, listen. HTX, man.
Houston.
I heard about the lean from Beans about Houston made it popular. Well, I guess.
I heard about lean from my uncle, said he had to get his shot, but you know, it's either here nor there.
two cakes and a juice.
Pancakes and syrup back in the 80s.
Yep. Yeah. And you know what? It was always interesting to me about that high because I never forget a buddy from my block. I shouldn't say a buddy, but somebody I knew from my block.
Was he from 77th or 78th?
79th.
79th, because I know y'all be gangbanging over there.
We don't gangbang. There's no gangs in Philly, man. Not since the 70s.
I don't know. When I was in that room and they was screwing like 77th, 78th, it sounded like that.
I'm sure your homies back Haines Street will do the same thing.
Oh, they do. Brickyard, Haines Street. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Dogtown. I get it.
But
those actually were gangs, though.
Were. And so it's funny. But it's funny. Jimmy will see me have this argument all the time with our sister Courtney. And we'll talk about neighborhoods. So when you live in neighborhoods in Philly, black neighborhoods, they all are defined by gang lines. All of them. From the Moon to the Clang to all of that. You know, so they all are gang lines some way, somehow. So gang culture has influenced Philadelphia in all kinds of ways.
But here's the thing, though, right? Because what does it mean to actually be a gang, right? Some will say that the Republican Party is a gang or the Democratic Party is a gang, right? So
I think, I'll be honest, I think all people are a gang. I think all this is gang shit. Democrats, Republicans, rich, poor, black, white. And it's all about who's got the strongest gang, who's got the most resources, who's got the most power, who can make things happen for their people.
So that's what I'm saying. What does it actually mean to be a gang? Like when you really break it down, right? We talk about this church thing. Certain churches move like gang.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what does it actually mean? And actually, some of these other like what are considered above board organizations, some of them are more dangerous than the street gangs we talk about, right? Some fraternities and sororities are considered like move like gang.
But here's the thing. I would say some of the most dangerous things are these religious organizations. Mm-hmm. How many wars have been fought in the name of God? Right. So
I mean, I think most wars are fought in the name of God, land, or a woman. I think wars only fought over those three things.
But you look at some of the most major ones, right? There's still a war going on in the Middle East now. Mm-hmm. It's largely over God.
Yeah.
Islamophobia is a war over who is being called their God. And to me, it's all crazy because when you really get into the text of all of these things, a lot of it's the same damn stuff, all of it. But nobody wants to talk about that.
What up, Dave? I see Dave's in the comments. He said, "What year do you think the H-Town started doing lean, especially if you're not from the South?" I have no idea, to be honest with you.
What up, Nicole?
I just know back. I just know it was a thing here, like in the 50s and 60s, like that early.
50s, 60s, 70s.
Cats was getting a shot back then. Because it was funny, right? Because when I first started hearing it out of Houston, again, I heard it via hip hop out of Houston. I was like, oh, so it ain't just us. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I was like, oh, so it's not just us, you know. So I mean,
and listen,
but I don't care where it came from, because actually I don't think it's nothing to be proud about.
It's not
in terms of where it started.
Listen, we don't need to claim it at all, but it is a thing. It is a thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's up, Nicole? How you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to Dave.
Nicole, too. The honey hustler. Listen, I ain't gonna Nicole. I was. It's gonna sound crazy, so I don't mean it. I don't mean it this way.
Do you need to take a minute to rethink about what you said about to say?
I was just going to say I was tasting her. I was eating some of her honey this morning, but I don't mean it in a weird way. No, listen.
Wait a minute. You didn't say pause first.
Well, it's a young lady, so I'm not going to say pause. But what I'm saying is, so for those who don't know, Nicole,
the term pause is misogynistic too.
No, it's not. But listen, for those who don't know, Nicole is AKA the honey hustler. She has her own business, and she's got a honey farm. She has a honey farm, and so I got a huge jar of her honey, which is super fire, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So I had it this morning, you know what I mean, on a little egg and cheese biscuit, so it was kind of fire. So I just want to shout Nicole out for that.
Shout out to Nicole.
Yeah, I just looked it up. So yeah, she's the co-founder.
Hashtag sanctified. That's his request. Hashtag face profit. What up, Big Patmo?
False prophet. Big Patmo, what's going on? How you been, beloved? Hashtag amen.
Y'all are funny. Hashtag church. Hashtag hallelujah.
Hashtag amen.
All right, and Jimmy got that comment from Dave.
Yeah.
Hashtag Druski. You know what?
You gonna run with that one?
I think that's fair. But I want to see what else we got.
Hashtag Reverend Ike.
Oh,
Reverend Ike had bars though.
Yeah, I rocks with Reverend Ike.
That's what I'm saying.
Snowstorm. Whoa. That might happen there. That
snowstorm got everybody shook right now.
Yeah. Lorraine coming in with the knowledge. Gang equals tribe equals clique equals network equals circle. I would agree.
Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Wyatt Earp's wife was sipping lean in the Tombstone. You know what? She damn sure was. Really? By the way, I love that movie. Listen, that's why he went and started messing with the other sis, because his main chick was gone. She was gone off. She had to get a shot, and she was gone. You right about that. That was an excellent movie, by the way. Tombstone's one of my favorite movies.
That's not the one where he says, "I'll be your Huckleberry." That's not that one, right? There's another one. I know there's several.
No, it was that one. I'm your Huckleberry. That was in Tombstone.
I know.
Doc Holliday. No, Doc Holliday said that in Tombstone, which was played by Val Kilmer. Okay, I never knew people up north was into the late night. Yeah, same here for me. I didn't know that people down south was, so it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. I didn't know it either.
If you guys have an event and want to offer free haircuts, let me know. My son will give out free haircuts.
Oh, super dope. I appreciate that. Super dope.
Yeah. He agreed to this.
She volunteered him without him agreeing?
Right. She will do that too.
Whoa, what you mean? What's going on out Memphis? I'm not hip. I don't know what's going on out Memphis. Only thing I know about Memphis is their music. And that was
all right, Cookie says snowstorm. All right.
Gerald, what's up, Gerald? What's up, beloved?
Friday.
Gerald, how's the youngster, man? Gotta be a couple months at this point. How's the youngster doing?
Yes, he did. I'm not sure what that's in reference to.
No, you asked if she talked to her son about it. Did he volunteer?
Okay. All right.
All right, so what you want to run with? You want to run with Druski?
I'm feeling a snowstorm.
See,
listen, I'm worried about this.
It got Kamari shook too.
Daddy.
Listen, man. All I want to know is I gotta reach out to your man Craig, man. I might have to and hire him this week, because
I mean, listen, you didn't like my number, but guess what? He came through and didn't charge me a dime on certain things. So he shows up on time,
Listen,
shows
man.
up ready to play, shows up ready to win.
Oh, hold on, don't say that. I just paid him a nice piece of change for that job I hired him for.
That's a separate job.
It is.
But
But
shout
I
out
was
to
talking
you
about
for supporting black business.
that's what I do. That's exactly what I do. So the snowstorm got everybody shook. So we'll see how this plays out, man. But if you want to run with hashtag snowstorm, let's go hashtag snowstorm, man.
All right, what do y'all say? Hashtag snowstorm, hashtag Druski. Which one is it? First one wins. First two wins. What y'all got? Y'all never answer my question. Do y'all want to see more of us, more content about us talking about our landlord war storage?
Oh yeah.
All right. He's 2 months. He's great, man. He's been chilling, eating, and getting fat. This is the best
life.
time.
That's
for
life.
babies.
Life.
It's the best time for babies.
Life. He living a life of Raleigh with his teddy a pet.
All right. We splitting it. All right, Druski. All right, let's go with Druski, y'all. Let's go with Druski. So Nicole's feeling me too. Oh, wait, what?
Was a 6F GD who was an internet sensation, always saying on Larry. He got into a motorcycle accident. Memphis treated him as an insider. Oh, I didn't. First of all, I'm not familiar with him in general, or that story right there.
Oh! I know who you're talking about now. I know.
Yo, hey,
so
Jamil.
That's the guy's name. He is white, but that's the guy's name. But he rocks with a lot of black folks.
Yo, Jamil, send me a link, pause with the information about that. I want to watch it because I want to, see that. You see Jarrell's comment.
Thank you, Jarrell. Thank you, Jarrell, for being the only one to answer my question. I really feel loved. Landlord war stories will be dope. A lot of gems in most of y'all stories. Thank you, sir. Gotcha.
Hey, landlord war stories will be dope. I just like that comment right there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I mean, because I saw poor folk talk about white folk. And it was funny.
I'm hopping on the snowstorm. Yeah, man. Listen, I need the snowstorm to be like a big dud.
I hope so. I pray so. We need a miracle.
Listen, man.
I'm not ready for the smoke.
I just got a property management contract on a multi, like literally this week. And now it's about to hit with this crazy snow. I gotta take care of it.
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying?
I passed the plug. Make sure that snow gets shoveled.
No, you damn right I'm gonna hire somebody, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna catch me out there, champion. Nah, not me, champion.
Oh, man.
And see, this is the problem with having multiple doors too, man.
What, having management companies handle it?
No, having to take care of all of them. You gotta pay for each door.
All right, well, the profit should be in there. If you board right, if you're managing right, charging right, you should be good. All right, but social media influencer, white folk dies in a crash. So yeah, this is wild. A lot of people feel some kind of way about this. This is wild. And that's him right there. So I don't really know his story. I just saw some people talking about him.
I've never heard of you. I guess I don't be as deep on the internet as I think I am. Like Jamil be at a whole different level.
Listen, Jamil is our internet correspondent.
Yeah, man, Jamil be in the level of the internet that I don't like. I just realized, like, I was like, you know what, me and Jamil be on the internet heavy, but Jamil got to another level. It's another level I haven't got to yet.
And by the way, don't we owe Jamil something? Yeah, matter of fact, Jarrell, I owe you something too. We're supposed to review a couple of things.
Yeah, we cooking, gotta get the word. Definitely cooking. We
gotta get the word.
Listen, man, we got a studio now, so we about to really get to work, man. When Kamari show up for work, we gonna go crazy.
Listen, it's tax season, man. Check me in. Check for me in June. By the way, in June I will be in Tulsa. I'm going to be hosting a conference with a bunch of black accountants. So that's going to be super dope.
A Black Accountants Conference. That's got to be.
But it's the flyest group of black accountants you'll ever want to meet.
I'm supposed to be in Tulsa again in a couple weeks, actually. So
really? What you going for?
So I got accepted into the National Association of Real Estate Brokers first ever development cohort. Shout out to myself, my partner Carrie, also my sister Elizabeth, Liz got accepted too. So for those who don't know who the National Association of Real Estate Brokers are, go do your Google, right? And just as a quick note about history, in order to become a realtor, right? Everybody can become a real estate agent by getting a license, but to be a realtor, you have to be a member of the National Association of Realtors. At one point in time, they would not let black folks in the National Association of Realtors to become a realtor. So what did we do? We what our ancestors and elders always did. We created our own thing, which is called the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, which became a civil rights organization and housing advocates specifically for black people. So if you're a member of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, you're known as a realtist, not a realtor, but a realtist. Now, they still exist to this day. And what they decided to do is to move into the development side of real estate. So, you had to apply and get accepted to become a part of their first cohort. And your boy here got accepted into their first cohort. So
that's major.
It's super dope. It's super dope.
Congratulations,
I'm excited about it. But the kickoff event is one day in Tulsa in February. So I'll probably be out there for a day. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm excited about it, man, because that's the next foray. My next chapter in terms of my career is moving into development. I'm trying to get to the next level. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's the next level. That's the next level, doggy.
I'm not mad at that. Congratulations.
I appreciate that, beloved.
Whoa, Dr. Chad's in the building. What up, Doc?
Chaz been going crazy on the content. Chaz, I just want you to know I see you. Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate the congratulations to everybody, man. Absolutely. Yeah, so Jarrell, just to give you a little bit of an idea, once you get your license, you become a real estate agent. A realtor, that means you're a member of the National Association of Realtors, which means that you have a code of ethics that you have to abide by. To become a realtor, you become a member of the National Association of Realtors, also your state association. So for instance, I'm a realtor as well. So I'm a member of the National Association of Realtors, the Pennsylvania Association of Realtors, and then they have like local chapters too, whether that's the Greater Philadelphia Association of Realtors. I'm a member of the Tri-County. It's multiple counties here in the Delaware Valley. So I'm a member of that. Yeah, so that's it gets to a deep rabbit hole, but the history is interesting when you look at the history of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, because they work with Dr. King. They work with a lot of the organizations back in the day. They were really on the front line. And a lot of people don't know that history. They have an amazing history. Yeah, Chad's been everywhere, man. And she's turning up, man. So I love to see it.
Let's go.
Love to see it. All right, so everybody, for our giveaway, put in hashtag Druski. And you'll be entered to win some free Bitcoin. By the way, if you're new here, in order to win the Bitcoin, you have to be in our village. How do you get into our village? You have to go to blackwealthrebels.com. That's blackwealthrebels.com. Once you're in there, you can either put it within one of the threads, you can put it in an inbox, but you can send us a message with your Lightning address. How do I get my Lightning address? I'm glad you asked. All right, you go to Cash App. Click on Bitcoin, hit receive, right? You'll get a QR code. Tap the QR code. It will give you two choices: Lightning address, Bitcoin address. Ask for the Lightning address specific. Send that to us in the village, and you will get your capital literally, within 10 minutes. So, but it's hashtag Druski, man. With that being said, man, Kamari, man, you want to tell everybody about our special project we've been working on, man, or no?
You take it away. Take it away, champion.
You sure? Because I've been asking you for a while, and you haven't been willing to tell anybody.
Well, because we, you know what? One more week.
Here you go.
We got to decide on branding.
Here you go.
I asked you a question. You never answered me.
I said, IES.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
All right. So with that being said, me and Kamari for the last couple months have been working on a special project. Corey has been working with us as well. And Corey's been acting as kind of like our director. So we're creating a content series which is known as Landlord War Story. So the impetus to this is we're online all the time, and you see people talk about real estate online, and everybody's telling you all the great stuff. They're telling you that, hey, you can buy this, and this is passive income, generational wealth, and all the buzzwords. So the idea we had was, let's tell a bad stories about real estate, right? Not as a way to
they real stories.
let me finish. Not as a way to discourage, but as a way to teach lessons. Everybody I know in the real estate space has what they call war stories. And the reason Kamari was joking about asking about landlord war stories, that is the name of this special project we've been working on. It's called Landlord War Stories. We already have about 7 to 8 episodes shot. So they'll be coming out probably weekly in the village first, of course. But they're already in the can. And we actually are shooting a couple more. Part of this is discussions with me and Kamari telling stories about things that have happened in our journey in real estate. But we also have people that we've meeting in the trenches at their project telling us actual stories that have really happened within the real estate space. And we've heard all kinds of crazy stories thus far. And I'm pretty sure we're going to hear some crazy ones tomorrow because we're interviewing a gentleman who has property in Florida as well as up here in Philadelphia who's in the trenches. So that's kind of like this special project we're working on. And I think this is going to be, this is some of our best work because it's not just, no shade, but it's not just us on StreamYard. This is us actually in the field with the people, getting real stories and sharing real stuff. And it's a different side of real estate that you're not really going to see online that much. There's a couple folks that I've been following lately that I actually like because they do keep it real. Like the one brother, I like his content.
Albie. I always say his name wrong. I know it's not Albie, but
what's his name? Is like At Your Best, something or another.
Yes, what's his name?
For those who know who he is, let me know what his real name is. I like that brother. I've never met him or anything, but I've came across his content. He tells some of the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? Malik tells some of the other side of it. So real estate coach Carter. But this is kind of like, and we're going to get him on there too to tell some actual real war stories. So this is us in the trenches, talking to people, having conversations with just us. Like we're shooting in different locations. But this is going to be some of our best work. You know what I'm saying? I think we should win an Emmy for this, Kamari. No, it's really that good.
I don't give a fuck about a goddamn Grammy.
I know you don't. But I was watching like the last episode we shot. And I said, "Damn, this is good. Like, this is actually good work. I'm very proud of this." So, and I'm hoping that it's going to, outlast us because there's so many landlord war stories. And the idea is to travel. So if any of y'all got landlord war stories, we don't care if you're in Michigan, you're in California.
Or people who've got landlord war stories.
Let us know about it because we are willing to travel to make this happen. This is something that we're going to completely invest in. And, and it's going to be a part. Obviously, everything is a part of the village first, right? The village is the hub where everything lives. So you'll see it there first if you're in the village. But this is super dope. It's literally called Landlord War Story. All right. Jamil says not to mention a certain creator, but he created a series talking about his Toro horror story. It will be huge and enlightening. More folks need to get hip to the other side. I never heard of that. I never heard of Toro.
Yeah.
Yo, Jamil, you got 2 things to send me. Send me his content because I want to take a look at it, and send me well now I see Mario had me look up white folks. So it is what it is. But yeah, so we're very, very proud and very excited about the landlord war stories. And now that was one of the reasons that we have our own podcast studio now. We have physical space here in Philadelphia. And we're located on some prime real estate. We're at 1501 North Broad Street. If you know, you know. That's sacred ground that we on right now, man.
Did everybody watch that video?
It's only aired in the village, by the way, that, us explaining our new podcast studio. We have an office in the podcast studio. And we are on sacred ground. We are 1501 North Broad Street in Philadelphia. So y'all can go Google that. That's where our office is. 1501 North Broad. Anyway, with that being said, though, as Marlo said, you want it to be one way, but it's the other way. This is true.
All right, so we got 10, and listen, I can't cut up because Cookie's in the comments, so I can't wait.
We got way more people watching, but only 10 have jumped in, so we give y'all 30 seconds to get in. And that's it.
No, Cookie said we can't wait. She said we can't wait.
Not even 30 seconds?
I was traumatized by that, man. Traumatized.
Not even 30 seconds? I mean, we got way more people watching.
I mean, they don't want the money. I mean, they don't want them sats.
They don't want the
By the
money.
way-
They want the honey.
By the way, our internet correspondent, can you tell us what sats are and how
Oh
many
yeah,
they
yeah,
are?
yeah.
Jamil always hold us down every week with that.
Yeah. All right, we at 11 now.
Did Bitcoin go up at all?
We at 12 now.
What's BTC at these days?
You know, bro, I don't even be caring about price, so I haven't checked it. But I'm gonna check it
All
right
right.
now because you asked me. Because you asked me. 89,000. No, it ain't about being rich. You know what I'm saying?
So
It's
what's it about? What's it about?
I'm focused, man. Tell Stop to holler at me, man. No, I'm focused, man. I find great assets I want and I just accumulate. I'm an accumulation. Uh-oh, Cookie back at your neck again, beloved.
Yo, what's up? Why are you back at my neck?
Hey, Cookie, I was just waiting for Jamil to break down what the sats are. What does that equate to in sats? What we about to give away? That's all I was waiting for before we do our spin, man. 89,478.
89,478.
Yeah, we got 89,430 in the chat. So back in the day, back in like 2017, before Bitcoin became as mature as it was, there used to be a hack. I used to go to like certain exchanges, and their rate would be different. I would literally buy from one and then go to the other and sell it just to make.
That's called arbitrage.
Of course. But it caught up. The market caught up. But it was like an easy hack early in the day. All right, here we go. Now we can get ready.
Cookie is at our next, not just mine, because I can't carry the weight.
I just wanted.
This is no waiting. Let's go. All right, 27,921.
All right, we're giving away 27,921.
All right, you ready?
Let's
Squad
go
ready?
Let's go get them. Good luck to everybody.
Boom, bang. No,
all right, Noble, you want to run right now, dog? You.
He is. I feel like he's won like the last 8.
I think he might have dominated 2025, man. Like over 20. Noble is getting busy right now. But Noble, you're in the village. You know how to get it to me, man. Give me the your lightning address, and I got you right away. I'll get it to you this evening. With that being said, everybody, we appreciate you guys pulling up with us for this Friday live. Please join the village, blackwealthrebels.com. We have content that drops every day in the village. Please leave some comments on the comment. Leave some comments on the content in the village. Give us some feedback. Let us know things you want to see. We got some full live courses coming to the village as well, and just a lot of content, man. We got to utilize our studio now. So
absolutely.
And we still getting it set up. We still getting furniture and things set up.
And furniture.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. But we still utilizing the space in the meantime.
Trying to get a private chef to make me like nice things.
I'm saying a couple midnight ballerina masseuse in there is what Kamari wants to get. I didn't ask that. Kamari wants that, man.
You're doing too much.
All right, y'all. Listen, we love y'all. BlackWealthRebels.com. Please make sure to join the village. That's BlackWealthRebels.com. Noble, you'll get your stats in a couple minutes. Hey, listen, Chaz, you want to come on next week? We'll be back on next Friday. Jump back on next Friday. I have no idea what we talking about, but jump on next Friday with it.
All right, y'all, join the village so we can build together, so we can get free together. Y'all
let's get free, y'all.
Y'all be safe.
Black Queens forever.